Hey Alexis, in this video I'm going to cover how to create a new page that has a submenu. So for a submenu page we're going to create a new page, and here's instructions. Here's the steps. In this chapter we're going to cover how to copy a page, then edit the content, then update the submenu. And so this is the style of page I'm talking about, where it's got the main content and a submenu off to the side. We have that for quite a few of the pages. This is the students page. We also have it for the About Us and Clinical Affairs and Think Giving and Development. So we're going to do an example for the students page. Let's go back to our instructions. First of all, we need to make sure that the duplicate post plugin is on. I think when I transferred it over it was off, so you might want to go and activate it, and so let's cover how to do that. So I'll go to our dashboard and go down to plugins, click here, and then go down to your duplicate post plugin, and if it's not active, click activate. But it's currently active, so we don't need to do anything. But okay, so this is working, and if you don't see, well, we'll cover that in a minute. Okay, so we've done step one. Then we also need to use the edit page copy to a new draft button on the front end to copy desired page. Okay, it's going to look just like that. We're just going to mouse over edit page and go to copy to a new draft. So let's go do that. So I said we're going to be working with the students one, so let's just go back to our front end. You can do it in the back end, but I think this is the easiest way. Alright, so we're on our students page, and we want to use this as a template, right? We like this footer, we like this content, we like this submenu, everything. So we're going to say copy to a new draft. Oh, and it's going to be student affairs. That's going to be our new thing. Here, I'll go back and show you. So we're going to make this section. You can see right now that it's blank. We're going to make a new student affairs page using this template. So here's our copy, which we just made using the copy new draft. So we're going to change this title just by clicking up here. Oh, I have to go step by step. So edit content. That's step 2. We've already done step 1 of copying the page, making sure our duplicate post is on. I'm going to copy to new draft. Alright, step 2, edit content. Most of the material on the page will be left alone. You want to modify the content only after you've made a new copy by following step 1. Okay, make a new title and permalink. Just click in the section and type new content. Okay, so let's do that. So here's our title, the students page, but we're going to say students student affairs. This is going to be the title of the page, and here's going to be our permanent link. So we're going to go here and say student affairs, and we're going to keep this main section of students. Student, and you put a dash because you don't want any blank spaces in a permalink link or any sort of web address. So you click OK. So there, now we've done that step. Now let's go back. Now we're going to change our content. Okay, when you mouse over these sections, a pencil icon will appear. Click on it to edit the content. So this is the title, and then here's some of the content. It's in a code block. Not every template has content in a code block, but quite a few do, because there's quite a big difference between some of the pages with respect to how the paragraphs are styled and spacing and things like that. So it's the solution that, well, it's the only solution that seemed to work. Actually, I think it might be the only solution that works. So anyway, moving on, let's follow these steps. So we're going to change this title and then change this content. So the title, students, it's just this thing right here. We're going to click on this button right here. It looks like a little pencil icon. It says edit element. And we're going to change it to I'll say Student Affairs. And you don't do anything else to this section, just click Save. Okay, and then we're going to go down to our content block, or code block, and click that. And we're going to grab here and pull down. And you see we have a division with the class name of student's content. Don't change this. Then we have a heading which says welcome. Let's see if that's showing up. Yeah, welcome. So if you want to change welcome here, then you type whatever you want right here. Say student affairs welcome. I want to say student affairs, just to show that we've changed it. And then I've been grabbing some text from the BBC just to show that we've changed the text. Let's see. You can use the lorem ipsum, but I figure this way will be in English, and might be able to like a little better. So let's grab that and put this in here. And when you change this content, be sure not to erase this tag. This is called a paragraph tag. You can just see it's got the less than symbol, then a P, and it's got a greater than symbol to close it. Here, I can put a return, make it a little bit clearer. So that's where you want your content, between this paragraph tag and this one. And if you have another paragraph, you just put another opening P tag and a closing P tag. Or if you want, you just copy and paste the whole thing and just change this. So it might seem a little complicated, but it's really not that bad. P stands for paragraph, then a /P stands for closing paragraph tag. So then, H6 just stands for heading 6. And you don't really need to know anything besides that, except for the headings. You leave it between the beginning heading tag and the ending heading tag. So HTML is pretty simple. And same thing for the H5. Down here we have like important update. You say, well, here it says important update, so you can change that to whatever you want, or you can just erase it and do whatever you want to this content, and it will keep the same format. It'll have the same font, the same line height, the same letter spacing, the same margins, which looks like it's all happens automatically, but it doesn't. It's all styled with CSS. So anyway, that's how you change the content. So let's click in here. We've changed some content. Actually, let's we're gonna erase a bunch of it. Here we've got. You don't want to erase this last div tag. We got this other division in here. I mean, most pages aren't this complicated. Well, it's not really that complicated. Here, we'll erase this. All these unordered lists. There you go. So we'll click Save and click Publish. Yeah, I think this is in the instructions. Okay, we've edited the content. I showed how to change the title. And you click Save. Change. I mentioned that you click on this and drag it down to open it up. And I showed, yeah. If you want to change the paragraph, you do it in this section. In this section. You want to change the heading, it's between the H6 and H6. So, you don't have to remember all this, it's written down. And click Save. Then you must click Update for change to be saved. And there's the Update button. So, okay. So that's the step we're on now, is clicking the Update or Publish in this case. So we're going to click Publish. Or you can do Save Draft if you don't want people to see it, but we're just click Publish. I mean, it's on my site. Nobody's going to see it because it's not on your site. Okay, now we can click View Page and check it out. Okay, see it says Student Affairs. Welcome Student Affairs. Then we have our BBC text. And we erased that extra content. You can see everything's still working fine. And looks good. And page size adjusted automatically. Footer's still looking good. Everything looks fine. So that's how we made a new page using an existing template. Everything looks the same except the content. You say, well, at this point, what about this menu item? Shouldn't it be lit up to indicate that we're on this page? It should, and so that's the next step. So let's go back to our instructions. Update the submenu. You have a new page now. You need to update the submenu so your page is linked to it. So we're going to copy your page's address. You can either copy it here, or you can just copy it from up here. If you're at the page you want to copy. And then we're going to go to your menus page. And you can do that by, on the back end by going to pages, or no, sorry, you go to appearance menus. And then you select the relevant submenu. And then you find the relevant menu link. You click here to open up this window. And that's where you paste the address. Let's do Command V. You click Save. You go back to your page, and blam, there it is. So let's go through that. Okay, so we need to do all these steps. So we're going to go to, well, alright, we're going to do it exactly as it's shown in the instructions. Personally, I prefer to copy it from here and go to menus from here, but we don't want to be confusing, so let's go to Edit Page. I'll just copy it directly from here. Just going to highlight it, do Control-C. We don't want any extra before or after. And then we go to Menus, and say it's on something else. Say it's on like academic calendars. Oh, you have to select it. So we want to get to the Students submenu. So here's all the submenus. So we're going to go to Students menu. That's the Students submenu. And we're going to click Select. Then it shows up. And remember, we said we'd make a Student Affairs page. So we click here. And here's where we're going to put our address. And we'll double click, delete. I'm going to do Command V to paste it in. And we'll go up here and click Save. And then let's go check out our page by clicking Visit Site. We'll go over to our Students page. And then we're going to go down to Student Affairs. And there you go. It's an active link showing that this page is active. And we can go back and forth from students and Master of Science program and things like that. Alright, so that covers that. One extra, you might want to change the header, because I noticed on this section you have different headers for different pages. Like you have your, let's see if you have a registration page. I think you might. Yeah, you have a different header for the registration, and for the Master of Science you have a different header. So say you want to change this header. Okay, so you can go, well actually let's change the one that we were just working on to keep things consistent. Okay, so we're going to go to Edit Page. And it's actually in this section here where you see that the title's right here, so it kind of gives you an indication, because when you look at the page you're like, okay, well the title's in the same section as this header, and so the header is actually a background, for this division or section or whatever you want to call it. So, or if you want to use the terms of this builder, it's a full width container. So you click on this Edit button, and you go to Background, and there's your background. And let me show you something. Click Edit. And the size we're using is 1344 by 519. You want something either exactly that size or similar. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to X this out. I may have some CSS to make it automatically scale. I just can't. I don't remember at this time because there's lots of. I'll probably mention this more than once, but there's like 6,000 lines of CSS code I wrote, and I just don't recall. So anyway, we're going to click Remove. I'll replace it with one of the other ones. Let's say I'm going to do this one. Oh, they're all the same width. Okay, anyway, click Insert into Page. We'll click Save. And remember, you have to click Update, because even if you click Save, it's not really completely saved yet. It's just kind of in RAM, so to speak. You can still click this and it will undo it. You click Update and it pretty much makes it set. Yeah, see that back button's no longer active. Okay, now let's click View Page and it should be a different header. There you go. So, now you know how to make a new template page, or a new page using a template. The template is the existing page. You just go to Edit Page, New Draft. And it's a template in that you have the same header, you have the same title, you have the same content, you have the same menu, you have the same layout, you have the same footer. So, to me, that's a template. You're not making it from scratch. Sorry if that sounded argumentative, it's not supposed to. So, let's see. Anything else? I guess if we can do a couple others, just to repeat the process. I think that helps with learning. So let's do one with the About Us page. Okay, so we have, see which one do we want to copy. Probably not this one. I mean, you can change the picture, but let's do mission and vision, then we don't have to change the picture. Maybe, yeah, we'll just do this one. So if you want to change, we'll do, make a locations page. Oh, well, let's see what else we got. Do we have a welcome page? No. Alright. So we'll make a locations page, right? And let's just go up here, go to Edit Page, copy to New Draft. And again, we'll just go to the title. You can change this to About if you want. Originally, the page that were sent over is Office of the Dean pages, so that's what I went with. Oops. Locations. Locations. Click OK. And we're going to scroll down where it says Mission Vision. We'll say Locations. We just scroll down here. Just change this. Click Save. Okay, and then you can keep that there. Leave this here. I might be fine erasing it, but it could be acting as a spacer, so I would leave it alone. Mission and vision, you can change these headers to something else if you'd like. So you see this page, you can change everything. It's not in code block, so it should be easier. So we can say, well, for mission, we can say locations 1. Okay. And then we can, to change this text, just click here and just write new content. So some pages actually lend themselves to, this, where I was able to use the page builder and just use paragraph blocks and heading blocks, but other ones I had to use code blocks. So, and now you know how to use both. See, again, they have the P. Just let's see if we can show you the text. No, I don't see paragraph tags. I guess they're just automatic. But anyway, if you want to change this, just go in here and delete and type in the new text, and that's all you have to do, and click Save. And then after you've done that for all the content you want to change, you click Publish. I guess there's already a locations one. And then, let's check it out. We'll go to View Page. Okay, and we have locations. And again, this isn't lit up, and we want to indicate that we are on this page, so we'll do it the other way well, no, we'll be consistent. And go back to the edit page. We'll copy the address from here. Looks like I got a little bit extra. And we'll copy it from this end. Okay, do Command C. We're going to go to Menu, so that should be Appearance, Menus. And then we're going to go to the Office of the Dean menu. Click Select. Then it was Locations. And click here. Oh, I had already done this one earlier. So do Command V. And we'll click Save. And we can go back to the page. And we'll click Refresh, and it should show up as this link being active. It is. So now somebody goes to this page, they'll say, oh, I know I'm at the Locations section. Okay, so let's see what else. We can do admissions, I think. Alright. We can say I want to do, I think I already did deadlines. Yeah, I did. Oh, this one I actually copied content over from the About Us section, so I was showing that you could have, the content from one section, or the layout from one section, you could put it in a whole other section. But I'm going to save that for a whole other video because it was a bit much, so I'll just save that. But let's do financial aid. Okay, financial aid's not done, so we can do that. So click back, and we'll go to find one that we want to copy. So we'll just copy this one. Let's go to Edit Page, copy the new draft. And we'll call it Admissions Financial Aid. We'll edit Admissions Financial Aid. Okay. And we'll go down here and change our content to admissions. And we can change it to admissions financial aid. Click Save. Oh, and this one again is in a code block. So you just click Edit Element and you open it up. And you can press return between these, it's no big deal. And you see we have a heading. The one that just says welcome. We can say welcome to financial aid. Or just financial aid, how about that? And then we have our paragraph. We can do another paragraph. You just put it between the opening paragraph tag and the closing paragraph tag. If you want multiple paragraphs, just do Command C and copy it and paste it. And you have multiple paragraphs. Just make sure they're between an opening paragraph tag and a closing one. Closing one just has a slash before the P. And that's it. If you want to change, like I said, the heading, just change that. And don't change the division. And don't erase this division. That's it. I mean, like I said, it looks complicated first, but this isn't so bad. Click Save. So we've changed our content. We don't want this picture anymore. I think this is a button. Yeah, download button. We don't want that anymore, so we're just going to erase that. And this should be the footers, or not the footer, but the social logo, so we're going to keep that. And yeah, it all looks good. Let's click Publish. And this time we're just going to copy the permalink to start instead of checking out the page first. We'll go this, do Command C, We're going to go to Menus, Appearance, Menus. And we're going to find our Admissions menu and paste it in there. So Office of the Dean menu. Here's our Admissions menu. Click Select. And then we have our Financial Aid link. And we'll just paste it in there. Command V. And we click Save. And there you go. Well, while I'm here, if you want to make a new link for a menu, you can just go to Custom Links and put in whatever address you want, but for now we don't have one, so I'll just put a hashtag and you click link text and you say new link, click add to menu, and there you go, there's your new link. And I don't know if you want to delete a link, just click on it and go to remove. But we'll leave it there just to show that we added it. We'll click Save Menu and go check it out. So, students, right? Oh no, admission. Okay, admissions. And we should have a financial aid one. There we go, admissions, financial aid. Well, looks good. I mean, you might want to have some extra formatting, make it a little fancier, but it's the same as the other one. It's the template, and that this is the same font, layout, letter spacing, line height as the welcome page. So, and alright, oh yeah, let's see. The link should have been active. It was, it is, so there you go. We'll do one more, and then I think that'll be it for now. So, clinical affairs, let's check that out. Okay, I think I made a physician therapy one. So, wellness, so let's see if we've got a wellness one. Nope. We'll make a wellness page. We're like, okay, here's our template. We want to make a new page. So, just go to Edit Page, copy the new draft. And go up here and say wellness. And click here and we'll say clinical affairs, wellness. Click OK. Alright, so now we're going to go down to our title. We'll say clinical affairs. Actually, let's check out the page. Sometimes I like to do this. Just have another tab with it open so you can kind of go back and forth between your edit page or your back end and your front end. So, alright, there's clinical affairs and the clinical affairs thing. So we'll leave that. Well, I guess we can add a dash and say wellness. Okay. I mean, you might want to put a header down here instead. It's really up to you. But if we're just using this page as a template, then we'll just make it exactly like this page. So I say clinical affairs. Wellness. Click save. And this one again is in code block. If you want to activate this first header, just erase this tag and this tag, and then this will be active. But then it wouldn't match what we already have. So anyway, here's the first paragraph. If you want to change that, just delete it and write this is, well, I don't want to make it all caps. Even as an example, this is new content. Okay. And then again, if you want to make more paragraphs, just copy the whole paragraph with the p tags and do Control copy, Control paste. Click save. And everything else you should leave alone. So we'll click publish and take a look. Now, and of course, we're gonna have to probably do the we're gonna have to update the submenu, but that's fine. Let's look first. All right, it's a little bit long, but we could just type in wellness. Or you can adjust it with the CSS. You just go like inspect element. You can say, let's see. And you can just change the letter spacing. But I imagine this is something you'd want your IT people to do if they're going to do it. But yeah, there you go. You've made a new page using the existing template. Or maybe you just want to use a subheading. You know, say clinical affairs up here and have a subheading down here. It's really up to you. But that's how you make new submenu pages. Oh, alright, we'll copy this one. We'll do it the other way this time. So we can just copy this heading, or this address, and go to menus. And then go to, where was it? Clinical affairs. Click select. And go to wellness. Paste that in. Click save menu. Visit site. Yeah, if I were you, I'd just do the wellness in the second or separate heading. But there you go. It's, you know, if we've used a template page to make a copy. So you don't have to make a whole new page from scratch. We have the existing background, the existing title, existing page, submenu, fonts, margins, heading, these links, footer. So there you go. So anyway, I think that's covered everything. We did it 3 times, so now we know how to make a new page using the existing template pages or existing pages. There you go. And there's some other types of pages. I think the events page and the calendar page, they have different requirements, but now you know how to make the main pages for all the different pages that have submenus on them. So it's not so bad. Alright, well, thanks a lot. I hope that's helpful.